Hello, divas, diamond styles, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Femininity with Mama Gail. I don't just talk about femininity, I talk about relationship and things of that nature. Anything that has to do with relationships and love and being feminine and being soft and sweet. It's not just for the ladies, but also for the gentlemen. But welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, let's talk about communication. People have simply thrown communication out the window. People don't talk verbally. They want you to know what's going on without them telling you. Oh, you should know. I have an attitude. Why do you have an attitude? You have no idea why the person has an attitude. You said something that they didn't like, but they never communicated to you that they didn't like what you said. You said something in front of somebody that they thought that you shouldn't have said it in front of. Now they have an attitude. They're not speaking. They're not responding to your calls, but they're not communicating. You posted something on Facebook, Instagram, that they didn't like. They thought that you were subbing them, but they did not communicate and say to you, is there a problem? Did you post that about me? Asking the question. They just stopped talking, stopped communicating, stopped showing up. They don't like it. You did it, and they got an attitude about it. You did something on TikTok. You took a challenge. He didn't like the way you were shaking it, dropping it like it was hot. Doing whatever it was that you were doing. But instead of him communicating and saying, I didn't like the way that you did X, Y, and Z, it turned me off. I would appreciate if you don't do. He just stopped communicating. Stop showing up. Stop coming around. You're in a relationship. All of a sudden, brother man's in too deep. My feelings are moving too fast. Instead of him saying, you know what, let me take a step back so I can examine everything that's going on. It's all happening so fast. He just stopped showing up. Stop calling. Stop texting. Communication broken. You have people who are your friends. We're supposed to go shopping. 7:30. It's 7:50. I call you. What's up, girl? We still going shopping? Oh no. I changed my mind. If I didn't show up at 7:25, I just assumed you knew that we weren't going. No communication. People just don't communicate. What is going on with communication around here? It's not just the gentlemen. It's not just the women. It's people in general. We are raising our children and teaching them how not to communicate. That people are supposed to just know things by osmosis. That people are just supposed to know things by your attitude, by your body language, but you're not saying what's going on. Marriages are breaking up because people are not communicating. Homes are being broken because people are not communicating. Friendships are falling apart because people are not communicating. Rolling your eyes, the communication that people understand, the body language of communication, you not showing up, you sucking your teeth, you twisting your head and things of that nature. It's communicating, but it's not a mature form of communicating, because when you communicate maturely, people have the option and also have the opportunity to be able to respond, correct, say, encourage, or agree with what it is that you're saying to them when they know what the issue is. I don't know how we are supposed to make it in this world when we don't know how to communicate. Communication is so simple. Conversation. Why are people afraid of conversation? Afraid of getting their feelings hurt in communication. A conversation. Afraid to just say, instead of being in a place where no means no. If you don't agree, okay, it's okay to disagree. If you want to take a step back, it's your life. Being able to take a step back without feeling like you're hurting somebody else when where you are is hurting you. Communication helps two people to understand what's going on. You have people in leadership positions and authority and, churches and on the job and things of that nature who will be petty enough to stop texting you, stop talking to you, shut you out, go the other way when they see you coming because they want to avoid you, but you don't understand what happened. What did I say? What did I do? What offended you? When did this happen? Where did it happen? What happened? You don't know anything because people don't communicate. What happened to communication? Communication solves many problems. Let's talk. Let's sit down like mature, grown adults and just conversate. When you're meeting someone and you tell someone from the door, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what I expect, this is where I want to go. And if you feel like you don't want to go that way after a while, after you get to know that person, what's wrong with communicating and saying, I'm not feeling this. I think we should take a step back. What's wrong with saying, I told you from the door that I didn't want a commitment. I'm not ready for a commitment. I have feelings for you, but I don't want to go this way. I'm not ready for that. Communication. It may hurt the person, but it will help the person to understand that you are not ready for this. And they will respect the fact that you said to them that you are not ready. It may hurt then, but the fact that you communicated, the fact that you brought to their remembrance, I told you, instead of just walking away and throwing it away and not, now, you don't ever have an opportunity. You may fall in love, be in love, and not know you're in love at that point in time. And then realize that this chick, this girl, this guy was a good person, This was everything that I needed and I blew it. Now I have the opportunity to get it back. But because you didn't know how to communicate then, how am I going to trust you now? What's changed? How am I going to know that you changed? Because you told me you changed? Communication is everything. We look at right now as right now is the end all to that be all. Instead of looking into a future and saying, let me communicate and respond the right way because I never know when I'm going to need this person or if this person may need me. I don't burn bridges. You burn bridges when you don't know how to properly communicate. When people fall out with you nowadays, they fall out for good. Conversation does not hurt anybody. Communication, open communication, no matter how painful it has to be. One thing for certain, two things for sure. When you have painful conversations with people, they may not like it, but they will always respect it. Communication is everything. Communication is key. Communication holds a family together, a relationship together. Communication causes people to build, to become greater and stronger together in partnership, in relationship, in friendship. Communication causes a person to respect you. Not just respect what you say, then know that you have that rapport. That person speaks the truth, whether you like it or not. They're going to communicate and say what needs to be said respectfully, but I respect him and I respect her because one thing they're going to do is communicate. Let us restore communication back into our lives and our relationships. Don't just think that people know what's wrong with you. Know that you have an attitude because you show them that you have an attitude, but they have no understanding of why you have an attitude. It could be miscommunication. It could be your interpretation of something, the mood that you were in. You felt like people were throwing darts and daggers at you, shooting you subs and things of that nature, when what they were posting or saying had nothing to do with you, but you have an attitude. Communication. Let us communicate. And for the feminine young lady, communication, you should always be open to communication. Communication is a gift for you. It's a part of your sweetness, and you shouldn't be walking around with a bad attitude and, nixing people and not communicating. Talk to people. Let them know how you feel. Let your yay be yay, your nay be nay, your no be no, your absolutely not be absolutely not. Without hesitation, without apology. Communicate, sweetness. This is Femininity with Mama Gail. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a blessed and prosperous day, divas, diamond styles, ladies and gentlemen.